What is the ultimate measure of wealth? Is it a number on a screen? A collection of luxury toys? What if the most staggeringly rich individuals in history wouldn't even understand our modern concept of money? Their fortunes were carved from continents, forged in empires. Their wealth was measured in divine authority, in armies, and in their absolute control over the essential resources that built human civilization itself. Prepare to journey beyond billions and trillions. We are counting down the 5 richest people to have ever lived. Number 5. The Commodore, Cornelius Vanderbilt. He was the titan of American transit. He began his empire at the age of 16 with a single ferry boat, borrowing $100 from his mother. He was ferociously competitive, known for slashing shipping prices to zero to bankrupt his rivals, enduring the loss until he owned their businesses. Seeing the future, he then pivoted his entire fortune from steamships to railroads, building an unparalleled network that stitched the industrializing United States together. At his death in 1877, he left a fortune equivalent to over $200 billion today. He lived with immense power, yet his personal life was surprisingly austere. His true passion wasn't luxury, but the brutal, exhilarating game of business itself. Number 4. The Emperor of an Economic Miracle, Emperor Shenzong of Song. He wasn't just a wealthy man. He was the absolute ruler of the most advanced economy on the planet in the 11th century. Under his reign, China's Song dynasty was an industrial and technological powerhouse, innovating in steel production, gunpowder, and printing. His wealth was the state itself. It came from vast tax revenues and total state monopolies on essential goods like salt, iron, tea, and the priceless silk that traveled the Silk Road. His empire alone may have generated up to 30% of the entire world's GDP. He lived as a divine figure, the Son of Heaven, residing in a palatial complex of thousands, surrounded by scholars, artists, and a court of unparalleled sophistication. Number 3. The architect of modern monopoly, John D. Rockefeller. His genius wasn't in discovering oil, but in mastering the chaos of the early oil industry. He founded Standard Oil and built a colossus through ruthless efficiency and brilliant strategy. He secured secret rebates from railroads, bought up every competitor, and controlled every step from the well to the consumer. At its peak, Standard Oil controlled over 90% of all oil refined in the United States. His personal wealth at its height may have reached nearly 2% of the entire US GDP. He lived a life of stark contradiction. A devout Northern Baptist who preached thrift and gave away over $500 million to philanthropy, while simultaneously being the most feared and disruptive industrialist of the Gilded Age. Number 2. The owner of the Western world, Augustus Caesar. He was the first and most powerful Roman emperor. For over 4 decades, the entire Roman Empire was effectively his personal estate. After defeating Mark Antony and Cleopatra, he annexed Egypt, the richest kingdom in the Mediterranean, and declared it his personal property, not a province of Rome. The grain, gold, and treasures of Egypt flowed directly into his private treasury, funding his legions and his vast building projects. He lived not in overt opulence, but in a house of symbolic modesty on the Palatine Hill. His wealth was expressed in power, the power to raise armies, to build an empire of marble, and to be worshipped as a god on earth. And now for number 1, the man whose wealth is the benchmark for all others, the richest human in history. Mansa Musa, the 14th century emperor of the Mali Empire. His wealth came from a simple, undeniable fact. His empire was the primary source of gold for the entire Eastern Hemisphere. Mali produced over half of the world's known supply, and he was its absolute master. His legendary Hajj to Mecca in 1324 was a spectacle of unimaginable riches. His caravan included 60,000 soldiers, servants, and officials, along with 100 camels each carrying 300 pounds of pure gold. He distributed so much gold in cities like Cairo and Medina that he caused massive inflation, depressing the price of gold for over a decade. He lived as a larger-than-life monarch, building the legendary University of Timbuktu and mosques that still stand today, cementing his legacy not just as a king of wealth, but as a king of culture and faith. From the railroads that built America to the oil that fueled it, from the celestial empire of China to the classical might of Rome, and finally, to the Golden King of Mali, whose fortune remains unrivaled. Their wealth was not abstract. It was territorial, tangible, and absolute. They didn't just influence markets, they commanded armies, ruled millions, and shaped the course of history itself. They are a powerful reminder that true wealth is not just what you have, but what you can build, control, and leave as your legacy on the world.